And hey, Matt Bird, how are you going? How's the rest of your stream? You're good? Oh, that's good to hear. And it was good? Oh, even better to hear. Now, the cats are going to be very, very happy. Welcome, everyone. Because usually she doesn't get treats this quickly. So she isn't in the room at the moment. Oh, that's all good. Yeah, I like to sort of listen to other programmers and stuff like that whilst I'm working. I have to quickly go and grab some treats. I will be right back. Usually in my bookshelf. Alright, here they are. I put them in a random spot. In their socks. In your, good girl. In your bed. Okay, in your bed properly. Now, put that on. Alright. When you're saying echo, is there an echo going on? Sometimes that happens. Alright, there you go, Max. Right in front of you. Alright. Alright, good girl. It was a visual one. Ah! Alright, yep. I know the one. So, yeah. It's going to be this one. Okay, let's jump into it. Now, I haven't decided what I wanted to do today, so we're going to use the wheel to figure out what I wanted to do. I haven't done anything for that, but we've got the delete objects, which we could start. And we've got implement the priority, which we could easily start. We've got the NearBeach flow documentation, which we could start. Yeah, they're useful for also making decisions. None of the research I want to do. We could potentially do more unit testing. And hey, Ayushman India, how are you going? Welcome back. Oh, and we've just hit ads. So we're in ad time. I'll just pat socks. Oh, there you go. She's in a very lickety mood. And don't forget to drop, everyone. Exclamation point drop followed by your favorite emoji. Ooh, hang on. That's a good landing. Also, I realize that's off screen. So let me just move that over. I'll move the blue dog. All right. That guy can go over there. All right. I barely get any ads. I get none this time. Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. It depends where you are and all that kind of stuff too. So I do know that certain countries won't get ads. And at this time of year, there's not many ads anyway. So yeah, I just don't want someone missing out on what's happening. Yeah, New Zealand gets almost none of them. Ah, fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, sorry, I'm just responding to a friend very quickly. Oh! And how are you, Cello? Hopefully you're going good, coming in with that steel. Alright, I think the ads are over. Yes, they are just finished. Welcome back, everyone. So, I don't know what I'm going to do today, so we've just got the wheel of things to do. So, we can implement the delete objects functionality. We can implement the priority or the NearBeach flow. So, what I'm going to actually do is copy these a number of times. We're going to shuffle a number of times. And we're going to click. You're fine? Oh, that's good to hear. Alright, we landed on priority. Cool. Now, I haven't actually started the npm run watch yet. Oh, let's make sure I'm on the correct branch. Git flow. Delete a counter. So at the moment, you've got the projects, you've got tasks and stuff like that. You have no way of deleting duplicates or anything like that. You've got ways of closing the task, but you just don't have a way of deleting anything. What one? The delete function. So, sorry, the priority functionality. So the idea is we're going to implement priorities on tasks and projects and requirement items. Everything else has either got a priority implemented to it or it doesn't need it. So yeah. Now I'm just going to go git flow feature start priority. Cool. So npm run watch. Let's go over here. Let's start up the server. Let's go into localhost. And let's discuss this. Anyway, I'm going to move the camera back over here. I don't want Socks nicking all the limelight. She does anyway. Alright, so going into here, there's a couple of things which won't need priority. So for example, the Kanban board itself, this has done that because we've just, yeah. The Kanban board itself doesn't need a priority. It doesn't make sense having Kanban board priority. However, the cards themselves do have priorities, and that's already been implemented. The project does make sense having priority put into it. So does the task. The requirement does not. So the requirement is a user story, but at a helicopter level. However, that being said, the requirement items are the individual broken up items having priority. That kind of does make sense. The request for change has priority built into it already. I do believe it's on the details page. So yeah, it's request for change type, emergency, high, medium, or low. So we're not going to worry about that. So today we're going to worry about new task and requirement items. Now I'm going to find a requirement that we've already got open. So in here, we haven't created a new requirement item. So this is what the requirement item screen would look like. And now we're just going to plan how we want it to actually work. By default, I think normal priority will work perfectly fine. I don't know if we need it to be inputted while someone's creating the object itself. So what I mean is here we're creating the object, the requirement item object. Do we actually need to have the requirement ask there? Now, sorry, I am just making sure I can plug this one back in. No, that's the old cord. Sorry, give me 2 seconds. Box of cords should have what I need. Yep. So I finally cleaned up this room. Finally gone through most of my hard drives for porting them, data, old pictures, and data, and all that kind of stuff over onto my NAS. So for those that don't know, I got a NAS. I'm pretty excited with it. It essentially does exactly what I want it to. So I've been porting all my photos over onto it, and I'm going to be using it moving forward. So yeah, all right, cool. So this should now work. I'm just going to do a new one. So user selects priority. When creating a new object. So we're going to do pros and cons. All right, cool. The start pro would be defined when created. And cons is green. No, I just did the color to differentiate it from text in here. So the actual structure of the table is just a different color. I just picked green randomly. So yeah. Define when created. Extra field when created. Field to fill in. When created. Alright, my E's are not that good today. And I think... Burst positive. Alright, so... What would be another pro when filling this out? Sorry, I just got something in my eye. Oh, and sorry from YouTube. Hi, I want to join, contributing to the project. Can I be part of the core team? Where can I join as a developer on YouTube? Alright, sorry, I just saw your message. So yeah, I've got to fix up YouTube. Sorry, I don't see the chat as often. I need to actually get something where I can consolidate the chat into one. Alright. And I don't know why the drop didn't work there. That's weird. Cons equals noob. So we've got those two. If we added in extra, I'm kind of leaning on not having it on the new page. And the reason being is I've kind of designed the new pages to be as simple as possible. So if you, let's go to new task, we've got the short description, we've got the stakeholder, so who it's going to belong to, start end date, and the group list, and then you create tasks. Now, in reality, I could potentially get rid of the start dates and have those automatic. However, I decided against that for a particular reason. Is that a gnome? My god. And also, why aren't you dropping? You should be dropping. That's really weird. Okay, I don't know why it's not working for you. Think you were missing the space? Ah, alright, yep. Potentially. Let's find out. No, the GNOME desktop. Hey, I'm using the GNOME desktop at the moment. Alright, that's really weird, Matt Birds. Okay. I honestly don't know why that's not working for you. That should be working for everyone. You have one on the map already? Oh yeah, you do too. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, there's just a timeout. Yeah. Yeah, we just have to wait for a little while. Yep. Sorry, I didn't see the I don't have the best eyes. Alright, so yeah. And hey, El Adorado. How are you? Hopefully you're going well. Welcome. So yeah, so I've got two chats. I need to combine them up again. So yeah, how are you doing? So yeah, we're deciding where we're going to place this priority. And if we place it on here, it'll probably belong under the between dates. And it'll probably be something very, very quick and easy. However, I don't want to do it on the new pages. Because usually a lot of the times priority stays as normal. So I'm going to say 90% of the time, priority won't change. And let's say I'm being ultra conservative or something like that, and I drop that from being 90 all the way down to, let's say, even 75%. So, if 75% of the time that priority doesn't change, then why are we sort of defining it when we're creating something, when we can default it to normal, and then if it needs to be changed, they can do it in the next step very quickly and very easily. Yeah. So, I'm going to say... yeah, we'll keep it normal. Regime stand for 30 minutes. Easy done. Usually 30 minutes turns out to be the whole stream. So, yep. Alright. Okay. So I have been standing today. I've been standing and sitting all day. So, what I'm going to do here is, when let's say they go to a new task, they're going to be like, implement priority. I know I spelled this, I can't be bothered spelling. They'll create it, like so, and then in here, I think it should be part of the task status. Because that's also another field that we don't do over here. We don't implement the task status or anything like that, which makes sense because you're creating a new task. It should fall on the first status. Spend all my points to make you stand. Fair enough. Yeah, I do love my standing desk, so I'm happy to stand. So yeah, I think... oh, who was it? You getting me to do all the curls last stream? Someone was getting me to do all the curls last stream, and I will admit my arms were a bit sore by the end of the stream. Yeah. Alright, so I kind of want it part of this, the task status, but underneath. So if I just go, let's inspect this. We're just going to throw something together very quickly. I'm just going to duplicate that node. I'm also going to duplicate that node, but I'm going to move that node down here. So it's kind of like that. And then in here, we'll have task priority. And then we'll have the drop down. I mean, that could potentially work. It wasn't you. Adam Natural Cause, how are you? How are you going? We're just doing some UI UX sort of figuring stuff out at the moment. Part of me says I could probably have it all in one So if I refresh this, let's go inspect this. Let's go task status and priority, like that. And then what I want to do, I'm just going to duplicate that. Alright, I mucked something up. I might have accidentally deleted it. I wasn't really paying too much attention. Alright, there we go. Duplicate node. There, I must have deleted it. Easy mistake. We can do task status here. Neither me shrug. Not bad, just freezing to death. Oh, damn. Broken heater, I'm assuming, or just really cold weather where you are. So, yeah, it's been rather hot here lately. Fluffy Buck, my favorite person. It's what I call Socks, as an endearing sort of name. Alright, and then here I'll go something like status. I'm just keying something random in very quickly. We're just playing around with this at the moment. Status and priority. So we've got the status and priority, and I kind of like it there. It's summertime, but 15 degrees. Ooh. Yeah, that's cold. Today's been colder than the last couple of days. It's 17 at the moment, but it got up to 19. It was raining today. We had a couple of days of over 30 degrees heat. I left a window open and my NAS and this computer running, so my place was boiling. So I'm glad I'm back down into like under 20 at the moment. Tomorrow's going to be nice. Wednesday's going to be nice. And it's going to warm up again. Oh. Alright, so I ride in that day. Thursday's going to kill me when I ride in. So, yeah. It was 15 tomorrow, but 23 right now here. Oh, nice. 23 is nice. It's winter for you. Oh, that's a nice winter, 23. So, yeah. Due to the heat, my cucumbers took off. And I have some huge cucumbers. Tomorrow will be 19. I mean, that's okay. That's okay. 19 for me is fine. I will wear a t-shirt and shorts in 19. So, yeah. Routine make me do a curl. Alright. There we go. People can see I've cleaned up my mess over here. Oh, that one's a bit loose. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep. My arms are a little sore. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Let's get back into it. And hello, Santiago. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, don't mind me. That was a dream on Twitch. where they're making me do some curls. So, yeah. Alright, so going with the design. I like this. It's simple, it's easy. It fits in with that sort of... fits in with this. And another thing I'm wondering we could potentially implement. So on the Kanban board, we've got these lines, which are for priority. And the idea of these lines is the higher the priority, the more solid it becomes. And that's just a visual aid. It says P. Of the P, I don't know where the context is for that. Sorry. Let's go on here. So yeah, I'm just wondering if we edit that as HTML. And I'm just playing around here. We go into here. We go into the task information. Let's edit that as HTML. Let's paste that in afterwards. Now that... probably because that particular thing, car priority line, priority normal, background, yeah, probably doesn't have any connection here, but not a problem. Might be an idea to key it in there so that we'll still need the HR. Just as sort of visual aid. I am using Linux, so I'm just using vanilla Ubuntu. I'm not pretty excited anymore. I'm not... Love Linux. I just don't play around with it as much anymore. So I don't customize it as much. I just don't have time to. So essentially I picked Ubuntu Vanilla and I'm running with it. It was on the previous stage, just P out. Oh, fair enough. Alright, so I'm going to definitely do that. I don't think I'll do the color thing. Now I'm looking for this P. I don't think I'll do the colored bar. So, yeah. Alright. So, how are we going to tackle this? Oh, where's my... There we go. Sorry, I'm used to this being all the way over here. So, first we'll need to add in the database fields. Second, we'll need to default them. Which is going to be very, very easy to do. You use Fedora? Fair enough. I haven't used Fedora in a very long time. I'm trying to remember when I used it last. Yeah, I mainly have just been Ubuntu for the last 10 years. So, yeah. Nothing wrong with Fedora or any other distro and stuff like that. It's just that I landed on... I started off with a Debian-based system and I prefer apt over Yum or whatever Fedora uses. And yeah, that's it. It's as just personal preference. Alright, so database fields, default them, then implement drop down on information pages. And then update CRUD. So that's the create. So when we create it, we have got to actually fill out that particular field and fill it with data. With the read, we've got to get that data now and populate it. With the update, we've got to be able to update it. We're not worrying about the deleting at the moment, so it'll be but that's fine. We will be dealing with deleted soon. Now, I've had a good think. A lot of... So on NearBeach, for example, the statuses can actually be changed by the users. So, for example, this task status can actually be modified by the user fairly easily. You literally go into here, you go object status list, let's say tasks. You can actually create one up here and go, let's say, super closed. And let's make sure that is definitely not on backlog, but that's a higher order status closed. That exists now. If someone were to refresh and click into here, we've got super closed. And what will actually happen, someone does that, they hit refresh, it's now super closed. However, when I do something like that, it'll turn it back on. So, I've decided against doing something like that for the priority. I want the priorities to be consistent between objects. There's a good reason why. Where we're using priorities, it doesn't make sense to have different priorities everywhere else. And also when we're actually combining stuff together, the statuses, okay, we can get away with doing a little bit of work to actually calculate those. However, priority, I don't want to do that work. I don't think it makes any sense. So the priorities are going to copy what the Kanban board does, which is going to be the highest, high, normal, low, lowest. So we're going to copy the same structure for this and utilize it. Now with the request for change, that's a bit different. That object has emergency, high, normal, and low, if memory serves me correctly. So yeah, you use Arch, by the way. The Arch documentation is very good. I'm not gonna lie. I've used the Arch documentation. Especially when I was learning system administration. So, yeah. Alright. I like the idea of having it in here and having it in both of them. But first, let's go from the top to bottom. So, database fields and put in default values. So what we want to do is we want to go over to here. We're going to minimize everything. We're going to open up this. We're going to open up the NearBeach. We're going to open up the views. We're going to close the views because we don't want to open up the views. We want to open up models instead. So we're going to the top and we're going to have a look in here. So we've got the Kanban card priority in here. And essentially we want to use this particular thing. So if we have a search throughout the whole entire system, you'll notice that it's kind of used. Now I want matching case. So we've used it in a few places. So we've got the Kanban card priority, and then we've got the Kanban dict priority equals dict. Alright, cool. That's just turning it into a dict. That's then passing it to the front end. I do too use the Arch wiki on all this. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good. Yeah. Alright. So, my question is, can I actually hijack this Kanban card priority and just call it object card priority? I'm kind of leaning on yes. Yes, we can. The public views, it doesn't make sense having that to change that and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm going to say yes. So Kanban card priority then will become object card priority. Now we've got to delete those particular lines. I'm just undoing that. I'm going to put it there. So now we're just going to update these. It's going to be called object card priority. This one's going to be called object card priority. Oh, and we've just reached some more ads. Hopefully everyone's going well. I am going to grab a cube. Ah, there's my 4x4. Quickly do this. Okay. And I'm just going to roll it. Whatever it lands on the bottom of. Alright, I just realized that this is... I'm going to pick browns. I didn't think that through. Alright. I should have got someone to yell out a color or done the wheel to pick a color. Alright. Going through like this. Going through like this. Alright. Green. Alright, so now we've got the centers all done. Just checking the ads. The ads ended in about 15 seconds. Let's see if I can get anything done. I don't see... Ah, wait, yes I do. Alright, cool. I've done one. Alright, we'll get back to that. Welcome back, everyone. I fell out of my chair, my knee, no. Wow. Alright, getting back into this, yeah, we've just got this to fix up. So dict object card priority equals results.kanban card priority. Now that what makes sense with that results there. We're happy with that. Because that's coming from the results itself. That's actually a particular field that we're passing through. That makes sense. So if we go up here and we click on this one now, this one will then become object card priority. So we're all happy with that. In fact, we're going to yank those 4 lines because it's got everything in there perfectly. So the first place we want to do is requirement item. So we go into, not this one, not the list, requirement item. And we're just going to go down. And I'm just going to paste it here. So instead of card priority, what we want is requirement item priority. And that's it. And then what we want is project. And we're just going to do, once again, after that, we're just going to type in project priority. Like so. Why do you have the LGBTQIA+? No, hate, just curious because I am part of that community. And I'm hoping that if someone's searching for it, they'll pop in and be like, oh, hey, I'm part of that community too. Yeah, which has happened before. I've had someone from that community pop in and just sit and chat. Alright, so that's done. And then we just need task. So we're going to paste the task into here too. So now we've got task priority. Okay. So we're meant to do them from the requirement items, tasks, projects, which we've just done. There's nowhere else that we need to actually implement that. And we've got a default as a 2. Now, if we stop the build for a second, I'm just going to go clear. I'm going to go source VM bin activate. We're just opening up our Python thing. I'm going to go Python 3 manage make migrations. What it's going to do is it's going to oh, it didn't. Sweet. Usually a lot of the times when we got a required field, it'll ask us to place a value in there because it will be building upon the database and we don't want any empty field. Well, it definitely doesn't want any empty fields in there if a value is required. So we'll get you to put those values in. It just didn't do it then. And I think it's because we're defaulting to. And then what we want to do, Python 3 manage migrate. And then I'm just going to go npm run watch again. So everything's been watched. We are going to go into the back end. We're going to go localhost. We're going to type in admin. So we're actually in part of the Django admin stuff. So we're just going to click on tasks. We're going to pick on any of these ones. We're going to ignore that and close it. We have task priority is set to normal on here. I just want to double check it on the database side of things. I do apologize. It is light mode, like there is no tomorrow. I won't take long. 2. All right, sweet. So we all know that's all working, and that's working perfectly fine. So we've done the first 2. That was fairly painless. So yeah, the default them, I was wondering how I was going to do it, but no, fairly easy. The best thing is for the create, it should default to that 2 also. So I'm thinking we will be fine. So yeah. All right, don't forget to drop everyone, exclamation point drop, followed by your favorite emoji. I am going to do max. Okay. So implement drop on information pages. So we are going to close all of these. We're fine with all of that now. We're going to minimize everything because all that data should be passing through. If it isn't, we'll deal with it. So we want to go to components. I'm going to deal with tasks first. I'm going to go to task information. And oh, nice RJ. How are you going, by the way? Hopefully you're going well. 91. Neat. Okay, so it's task statuses and priority. So please update the task status and priority to reflect its current status / priority. Then you click update task button to save the change. All right, cool. That's all we really needed to write in here. So we'll need another div class equals col md4, like so, and then we've got an end select. We'll fill out what we need with the end select very soon. Vbind options equals, and then we'll have to fill out the options. So priority options, vbind disabled equals user level less than or equal to 2, and then vmodel if value equals task priority model. So we'll create these right now, in fact. So it'll work here for me. So let's see by the end of the day. very fair enough. It's my day 2 and I'm just like, oh god, I remember these. Very rainy here in the UK today. How are you? I can't complain. I still wish I was on holidays. Actually, I wish I was in like holidays overseas and stuff like that. But not for a while. Definitely not for a while. So yeah, can't complain. Did some harvesting out of my veggie patch today, and holy hell, my cucumbers are huge. Okay, so in here, task priority, so description and date, element OP, QR, yes, so up here, so task priority model is going to be this dot task results 0. Now I am going to fix this up because the linter has caused a few issues. All right. So it should be that. And that should be it. As for the task priority options, that's going to be this. And we're going to have to scroll up for a second, go into here. We're going to go into models. There it is. Going to go all the way up to the top. We are just copying this for reference. In fact, we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to get rid of that, and we're going to have it like that. And I'm trying to remember how this works. I think we go value 0, label. Like so. I think that's it. So, got a couple of errors. That's going to fix up in a couple of seconds, hopefully. Yep, alright, cool. So, we're going to go into here. We're going to do the task information. We're going to hit refresh. We're going to have a look at the console. We have some issues. It's priority options. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There you go. All right. Easy done. We'll just fix that up. So now we just got to wait. Hopefully, all right, not too long. So there you go. It falls on normal straight away. So this is good. We do have an internal server error for the... Oh, alright. Yep, no, that's not a problem. I'm just double checking that's disappearing. Yep, cool. Alright, so now we're just going to do the label. So very much similar to the start date, what we're doing is we're just adding a label to the top. And then there's the... yeah, just that. So scrolling back down, not task description, task status and priority. And another thing I want to do tonight is remove comments. Webpack remove comments. But yeah, this is a different thing at the moment. So here we'll have label, and it'll be as simple as status. Here it will be label and it priority. And I think that's as simple as we want it. We've got task. I should fix that up. That's annoying me with the lowercase. Okay, cool. I'm going to go back up here and go task status and task priority. And then with the between dates, destination is task. I'm trying to remember where between dates is. There it is. So destination. Yeah, now there's a reason why it's lowercase there. Alright, I'm sorry. that's another thing which I could fix up. It is very easy to fix up. Won't take me too long to fix up. Alright, please note the destination is not in title case. It should say task start date. Alright, cool. This is extremely easy to sort of fix. There's a couple of ways we could fix it. One, JavaScript, we can modify that. Two, I think CSS? There you go. Capitalize. Boom. We just do that very, very quickly. It's going to fix it. Yeah, it won't take long at all. In fact, what we could do... So we can actually do that very, very quickly. And like so. That should belong on a new line. That can actually belong up there. Alright, cool. And then we're just gonna wait not that long. Boom. Oh, we've got to do the task end date too. Once again, it won't take long. It will literally just be like that. So class equals that. We then want to put that on a new line. We want to get rid of that because we made a mistake. And then we just wait a fraction of a second. We hit reload and boom. Oh no, we've broken something. And boom. Alright, sweet. I'm not going to bother with putting that through. We're just going to sneak it through. In fact, what I can do it right now. So source, JavaScript, dates, components, dates, between dates, git commit. So improve the between dates, made the destination into sentence case for readability. Looks like it's going through with this priority branch field, but that's not going to be a problem. I reckon we can get this priority stuff done within hopefully an hour. I don't foresee it taking too long. Alright, so the between dates is done. We'll just fix that all up. We're now onto this. We've got the between this up here. Been like that. Oops. Been like that. Task status, task priority. We've got all that. I'm quite happy with that. We just need to send the data to the backend now. So if we scroll all the way down to the update task, we've got all of these checks. One other thing I should check is, yep, we can't choose anything else, which is good. So that check will be great. So data send, end date, short description, long description, task status, data to send dot set, task priority. Like so, that gets sent into the back end. We're quite happy with that. Let's deal with it at the back end. So I'm going to open up NearBeach. I want to open up the views, and I want to open up the task views. So in the task views, we're actually hitting the, if we have a look at the URL, task information save. So in here we've got new task, new task save. We're not wanting that. New task information, and then we want task information save, which is its own thing. So the form, we need to actually edit this particular form. So we need task priority coming through. Easy done. So everything goes through like this, and then we're like update task.task priority equals form dot clean data task priority. Pretty simple. And then find any linked cards and update the description. Oh, all right. And it won't be just the description. It will be the priority, won't it? Now that we're description and priority, because we can display that on a Kanban board. So it's looking for any linked cards. Because all of that will match up now. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I forgot I could potentially do that. Which means now that we're doing this, let's go to X Kelly draw 5 implement priority with Kanban links. So on your Kanban board, you can actually link an existing project or task or requirement item. The idea being is that way you can visually track it on your board, and that information comes back to the task or project or requirement item as part of a linked object. It's like, hey, this is linked to a Kanban board. Here it is on the Kanban board, and this is the status it's currently running under. So I'm happy with that. I'm going to close a couple of these. We're happy with that. So now if I update task, ooh, we've got a 400 issue. So clicking on that very quickly, we go into the request and the response and task priority. Did I spell something wrong? So I'm going back into here. I'm going to paste that in. And I'm just going to wait for it to do its thing. All right, so it's probably done its thing. All right, that looks like it's working. And then what else I'm going to do is I'm just going to go and link in this one particular task. So I am going to go in the Kanban admin over here in progress. No, wrong one. I'm going to link an object. It's going to be a task. It's going to be number 17. At the bottom. So we have normal in here at the moment, but we haven't done anything with this. If I click on, let's say, the highest and update task, a refresh, boom. All right, cool. Now, the problem is, if I get rid of this, let's say I archive the card, and I'm like, all right, cool, gone. Let's link in the same object again. Because what will actually happen is it'll link it in. That is incorrect. So we can, I'm going to fix this up very quickly, because if I fix it up right now, we can then test it for the project and so forth like that. So I'm going to go into, this would be part of, it will be quicker to actually do it kind of like this. So let's go into network, let's go not new card, let's go link object, let's go task, let's scroll all the way down, let's hit save. So we've got add link. We've got add link. All right, cool. So that's Kanban object, this particular one. So I'm going to move this all the way over here. And I'm going to go to that implementation. So what actually happens is it comes through, so Kanban card submit equals Kanban card request user, Kanban board ID, form clean, Kanban column, Kanban level, Kanban card sort number. All right, sweet. Then in the data, if it's the project, yeah, we need to just fill out this here. So Kanban card submit dot Kanban card priority equals data dot project priority. Then do the exact same thing down here. Kanban card submit dot Kanban card priority equals data dot task priority. Now later on, what I'm going to potentially do is this can actually be simplified. This bit of code here, so we don't need to have these if else's and stuff like that. So it's as simple as that. And we'll test it now with task. So we're going to archive this one. We're fine with that. We want to link an object. Let's go back into task. Let's scroll all the way down. Let's click on that. Boom. That's what we want to see. Is that pass through that particular colors straight away. Now, sorry, I should move this to the right so you guys can actually properly see. So that bar is now high, that matches this. But if I, let's say, change this and update task, and then I refresh over here, it lowers. So we've just done that for task. Let's now go into project. So I'm going to go project and go priority setup. Okay, so the priority doesn't appear there at the moment, but we're going to do that right this second. So that might take long. So once again, we're going to source, we're going to JavaScript, we're going to go into components, and then projects, and then project information. So we just want to scroll down until we see project status and priority. Please update the projects. Please update the project's task to status and priority to reflect its current status / priority. All right, cool. That's done. We just need a label in here. So project status, and then we just go div class equals col md4, like so. We go label, and then we go project priority, and then we just go n select vbind options equals priority options. Vbind disabled equals user level is less than or equal to 1. And vmodel value equals project priority model. And yeah, and then all we need to do is key those particular values in below, which we've done before. However, we have reached an ad break. All right. How's everyone going? Hopefully well. Let's get back into this. All right. So let's do that. Oh God. Cool. Okay. How am I doing with time? Because I lose track of time. All right, cool. Still 30 seconds. For those on YouTube wondering what I'm doing, we have ads on Twitch, and so people don't miss out, I do this. Now, we don't have ads on YouTube because I am not popular enough. So, yeah. However, at this time of year, I don't get that many ads anyway, so yeah, you could, yeah, these things happen. Alright, we're down to the 3x3 stuff now with this. I think it's been time. Yes, it has. Welcome back, everyone. So, yeah, let's get back into it. So I need to create these particular models, and then I got to send that data up. So what I want to do is scroll all the way down into our data. Once again, it's done. Alright, no, that's fine. That's fine. So what we need is priority options. And in fact, it's going to be quicker if I go down here, and I think it's 8, 2, 4, 7. Yeah, all right, cool. Priority options. I just paste those in. Easy done. The next thing we need to do is project priority LMNOP. Model. And that will be this dot project results 0 dot fields dot project priority. Yeah, project priority. The next thing we've got to do is when we update. So here it is. So data to send dot set, and that will be project priority. So this dot project priority model. All right, so that will be good. Oh, it's done this. Yeah, it's done this. Alright, cool. Sorry, I just needed to fix some layout of code very quickly. So we've just done that. We're all happy with that. I am going to fix the backend also at the same time, because we might as well hit a couple of birds with one stone, because we know what we're doing. We want to go to project views. We want to scroll down till we get project save, project information save, and make me do the curls. All right. And we'll, yep, all right, cool. Yeah, fair enough. You've been waiting. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 20. All right. All right. Let's see if we can do another 20. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. There we go. I think now you got to wait another half an hour, I think. Alright, get back into this. So, with project save, we just got to do this up here. So we want to edit this particular form. So we're just going to go to the implementation, go into here. We want project priority. Cool. Then, where's our project views? Project views. In here, project update dot project priority equals form dot clean data project priority. All right, and then up here once again we've got to do the Kanban card priority equals project update project priority. Alright, cool. And that just says good when it sends back. That shouldn't be sending back good. That should be sending back nothing. Okay, so in theory, this should all be done. So I'm just going to hit refresh. We've got a priority of 2, and so I've broken something straight away. I can see it. I put option instead of options. Easy fix. So now I just got to wait. Yep, there we go, half a second. Let's hit refresh. We've got this working. So if I go highest and I update the project, we've got an error of 500. And it's like project information save, card, Kanban card priority. No field name that. All right, not a problem. Tell you what. That should do it. I probably did a spelling mistake. It's still throwing up an issue. That's because I didn't do that. Now I gotta wait a little while. Alright, cool. Done. Now it's fine. So now we go back to our information. We're doing Kanban 14. So if I go link object, I go project, I scroll down, priority setup, I go save, boom, perfect. Now we haven't done the update, so with the update, project information save. What am I talking about? The update will work perfectly fine. So if I do this something like that, boom, then I refresh, boom. All right, cool. Let's get the requirement items done now. So I'm just going to close all tabs. We've got a lot open. It's easy just to close them for me sometimes. So we want to go into, first things first, let's deal with the front end, source JavaScript components. So requirement information. So sorry, requirement item information. Now, these are different. So if I go into here, let's jump into here. Requirement items are a sub-object of requirements. The idea is you get a requirement which is sort of a basic broad helicopter view of what the user wants you to do. And you sort of outline it at the helicopter level. And then what you do is you jump into here and you're like, all right, cool. I am going to be like, sweet. I'm going to break down each of those requirements into requirement items and go into further detail here. So at the moment, we've actually got statuses that fit pretty well there. So we're actually going to have our own little priority row, because the status is whether it's draft or something like that, or whether, and then the requirement type. So yeah, not going to be a problem. What we're going to do is, straight off the bat actually, I am going to yank those 7 lines. I'm going to go down into data and we're going to key that data in straight away. So that data's there. We need requirement item priority model, and that will this requirement item results. First one, fields dot requirement item priority. Okay, so we filled out those 2 things. We're going to scroll up. We're going to scroll down a little bit. So stakeholder information, we don't need statuses. All right. So after here, we have the priority. So that will be a simple HR above, and then we've just got a simple div. Class equals, it'll be a row. Yeah, it'll be a row. I'm just going to grab the first. Sometimes it's easier just to do this and be like, done. So that will be priority. So here will be like, set the priority of the requirement item here. Done. Done, and then div class equals col md4. So yeah, we don't need much in here. And then div to close it off. And then in div to close all of that off. So now I've got label. And that's going to be requirement item priority. And then in here, what we've got is end select. We have the bind options equals the priority options. The vbind. Sorry, I've just absolutely drawn a blank. Oh, disabled. We're just going to grab those 2 lines. It's easier sometimes just to do this. And then we fill that in. So let's get it so when we send the data, it actually sends the data. So update requirement, we go all the way down to here. Then we got data to send dot set requirement item priority, this dot requirement item priority model. Cool, easy, done. We hit it to that particular save. Data to send, yep. We're all happy with that. we now need to go into the backend. So up in NearBeach, we're going to go views, we're going to go requirement item views, and we're going to go requirement item views save. Requirement item. So requirement information save. Ooh. That should be requirement item information save. Alright, I am gonna... That's definitely a bug. Definitely a bug I introduced. Alright. Requirement item views, new requirement item. Alright, cool. No, that's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. Requirement item information. Yep, alright. Requirement item information add link. Ooh. Well, that was it. Alright, we're at the save. I just need to go down here and I just need to type in item information save. So that is the bug because it doesn't make any sense for anyone sort of reading this code, and they'll be like, "What? Why are we going requirement item views dot requirement information save when it should actually be requirement item views requirement item information save?" So yeah. Going back to this item ID. Yep. All right, cool. That works all fine. Yep. All right. So going in here, this particular one, we scroll down. It's done in multiple lines. Like so. Alright, cool. And we're not dealing with any Kanban cards, I just noticed. So if we link an object, it's at the requirement level, not the requirement item level, and that's perfectly fine. So going up here, I need to edit this particular form, and I need to key in this one. And now we wait. And now we hit refresh. So we've got priority. Ooh, priority hasn't come through yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a look at the view. I'm going to have a click on the requirement information because we've got the data coming through here. We've got the requirement item results in here. We've got the models and fields, and then we should have the requirement item status come through. So I'm going to click in here. We're going to go to the data. Requirement item priority model. Oh, that's the status. No. Did I do it at the correct place? I'm now having doubts. I think I did something wrong. Alright, cool. Socks, I need your tail moved. Thank you. Requirement items. Priority. Priority is there. Yeah, requirement item. Ah. I can't read. Definitely can't read. Alright. Simple typos. There we go. So we get rid of all those typos. We wait a couple of seconds, waiting for this to get done. There we go. And then we're just jumping in. And then we've got normal. And then if I go hi, update now, error, request failed code. If we go into network, I'm just going to copy that. We're going to scroll all the way down. Okay, just going to wait a couple of seconds. There we go. And now we're going to hit refresh. And I'm just going to hit update. All right, that works. And then if I go hi, that works. And if I refresh, it should stay high. There we go. Perfect. So, yeah. We have just finished the priority. And we've finished the ability that when we port it into here, everything will just work. Now there was... So we've done that. We've done that, we've done that, and we've done that. Now, there was something else that I wanted to implement too at the same time, and I've absolutely forgotten. Oh, what was it? Don't know. Absolutely don't know. But I love it when I forget stuff. I don't. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. This is why I write everything down. Yeah. Okay. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. How do I remove HTML comments in a view file? Okay. There you go. There you go. I'm just saving myself then. But before I do, implementation of priority over tasks, projects, and requirement items. Easy done. All right, cool. And that we can actually go get flow finish. Oh, get flow, yep. So yeah, we've just finished that new feature. So that's been merged into the master. If I do npm run watch, actually we don't want to do that right now. What I want to do is I want to read this now. So I built a Webpack project to compile my view files. Then I wrote some HTML comments in the view file, and I build using Webpack while the mode is in production. But when I browse my project, browser developer tools, I can catch sites of HTML comments. I think the HTML comments can show up and develop it rather production mode. All right, cool, yeah. Convent. Yeah, I like that word, yeah. All right, not sure how this is an issue. Maybe you could try this package or check your question. Not sure this is a big deal, especially when comparing to any code base. If I'm not mistaken, a VIF can also produce a temporary comment. The view CLI deleted these comments. All right, that's not what we're after. So VueJS Webpack remove comments. But I don't want to remove comments from chunk vendor.js means they are automatically placed licenses. Assuming Vue CLI 3 or newer, this is handled by minimizes Tocera input options. All right, Webpack. All right, let's have a look at my Webpack. It's been a while since I've touched Webpack. A long time. So we've got a prod and a common. So we should have module rules. That's for the Sass. Injects CSS to page. Translate CSS to common.js. No. Yep. All right. Cool. Run the post. Yep. All right. Cool. Here's the view loader. All right. Cool. Minimum. All right. Now they got oh, hang on. Let's find out. I don't know. If it's that simple, I don't know why I didn't do it months ago. Maybe years ago. Okay, we do have to wait a little while for this to actually run. There it go. Only 12 seconds. It used to take 45 seconds. Oh, on my last computer. So what I wanted to do is I want to search for a comment in here first. So stakeholder information. That's part of this here. So I can be like, all right, cool. There's the road. There's the stakeholder stuff, stakeholder information right above it. All right, cool. So we're going to hit refresh. Nah, still got it there. All right. Let's do this. Let's see if there's any options in here. Options, test, include, exclude, algorithm compression options, flash flutter, chunk size, window bits, level, mem, strategy info. Nah. Right. Let's scroll back up. Threshold, min rate, file name. All right. Nothing. But that's fine. View loader plugin. Just waiting for those ads to start. We do have ads starting in any minute now, any second now. There's a rewrite of Vue Loader plugin to solve compatibility with Webpack 5. All right, cool. Webpack 5 has rewritten the rule set module, which means the Vue Loader plugin cannot use class rule sets anymore. Instead, it should be using rule set compiler. All right. Usage, yep. Plugins, yep. We've got all of that. Keywords. Any more information? There's our ads. All right. So yeah, be nice to get rid of those comments. It will technically make the files a little bit smaller, but it won't be that much smaller. I don't have that many comments in the code, so but it'll be nice to get rid of those comments. They're great for debugging and stuff like that, and great for people to visually be like, oh, okay, cool, this is where I would have to edit that for this particular sort of thing if anyone was editing any code. Alright, this is almost done. Okay, gonna do this. Oh, socks, are you having a hairball? No. Excuse Sox's little noises. I think I'm gonna have another headlight setting here at the moment. There we go. More. I gotta fix these. I keep forgetting what it's called. I think parity. Yeah, and welcome back, everyone. All right. Yeah, I don't know how to this one. So I don't know how to read this. Both right layers. All right. Inner right layer. All right. So, am I on the works? Yeah. Sorry, I'm just so down 1, 2, down 1, 2. Up 1, 2, up twice. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, down. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And I mucked it up completely and utterly because I couldn't read this whatsoever. Anyway, not a problem. I'm going to save this for later. We're going to probably reach it. So we have this view loader plugin. Remove comments from yeah, just remove comments. Oh, I am human, I think. According to VueDocs, it should be remove HTML components when building for production. However, for me, that's not the case. The comments are still visible throughout the DOM. DevTool Productions. Has anyone faced this? App config, compiler options, comments. False doesn't help either. All right. Yeah, this doesn't help at all either. Alright, view loader, strip out all HTML components. My actual config. I don't think I got one. Because I'm using Webpack, yep. Alright, I have the need to insert comments inside VueJS for future references, but I don't know how you do this in the docs. I've tried this, tried that. Alright, cool. You want to use standard HTML comments in the template tag situation. They'll be, yeah, alright, cool. They'll be stripped from the output as well, which is nice. They're not being stripped out. I should just go Webpack, strip out comments. Webpack remove HTML comments on production build. All right, cool. How can I remove comments inside the HTML files when I do a Webpack production build? After I do the production build in Webpack, I would like to see the HTML file with no comments. The current solution is using Cursor plugin. Algofly JS plugin works with JavaScript files only. All right, cool. To remove comments in production mode, you'll need the plugin HTML Webpack plugin. In the minify option, go remove comments true, or I do it with isProd flag. Alright, so now that's the compression. Oh, that's Brotli. Alright, minimum CSS view plug alert. Alright, cool. So this is part of that. And now how old is this answer? Not too old. Alright, cool. So we can go into here, we can have a look at this. We can be like, yep, we're using Webpack 5. We're definitely going to do this. Definitely going to paste it in. Alright, whilst that's happening, I'm going to look at what I did wrong here. Everything wrong. There we go. Alright. Oh, wow. Has this crashed? Hello? Hello? Alright, we'll let it go for a little bit more, just in case it's doing something fancy. Okay, cool. We're going to do that there, there, and there. Alright, sweet. And then we have that there, and there, and there. Alright. Alright, it was just taking a little while. Okay, that's not a problem. It's all done. Okay, I'm going to put that Rubik's Cube down. And what we're going to do is we're going to implement it into here. So, what we need to do... Oh, my keyboard. That's why it wasn't entering or anything like that. My keyboard is just playing up. Alright, so const. We then want to paste this in. No, not that one. We want the HTML Webpack. We're just going to copy that. That's just going to be 10 times simpler if we copy it in. Alright, cool. So we'll paste that in. Required path, yep, we should be perfectly fine with that. So we go in, yep, plugins, and then we key it in here in part of the plugin. So if we scroll down, I kind of want to do it after here, so new Webpack plugin. All right, and then we open that up, and we've got options. All right, we've got title, string, templates, inject. All right, hang on. Let's go over here. So remove comments. So they've got it down here, is prod. Remove comments. All right, minify. Oh, hey socks. Minify. I'm just going to put true. And what we're going to do, npm run watch. And we're just going to wait a little while. Sorry, it does, once again, this does take a little while. I'm just going to open up this door for socks. She loves my cupboard for some strange reason. Every now and then she'll just be like, hey, I want to go in here. And I'm just like, why? There's nothing in there. It's just my camera equipment. Okay, cool. Gonna do that. No, we still got that. I'm pretty sure we don't have that optimization star. No, we don't. I'm just going to do that. Let's just find out. I don't know. It takes another 10 seconds, so let's just go on here. All right. Still there. All right. Hang on. I just want to... Because I've been watching it. I've been putting it into debug mode. I haven't actually really been testing production. So let's put it in production. There it goes. So now what we want to do is we want to go over here. We want to hit refresh. We want to inspect this. It's still in there. Yep. All right. So remove comments. All right. So that didn't work. Yeah. Alright, we're just going to have to look for the next one. So, what I'm going to do is get status, hit reset hard. Let's just get rid of all of that. Let's close the vast majority of these. Let's go webpack remove HTML comments from VueJS. Alright, cool. I'm facing the problem, import view. Let's make sure this has that. Alright, cool. You're running a runtime only build without a template compiler. Check out Vue 2. Alright, not what I wanted. Using Vue to produce some HTML templates. I need to include HTML comments as per the code below. All right, cool. Hey, Max. No. All right. Saying we do it at the app level, eh? I'll show them. So we've got create app. Got components. Yeah, I thought so. Oh, new view. Yep, comments equals false and doing... Alright, give me 2 seconds. Let me hit the npm run prod. And we'll go back to this screen. Alright. More curls. Nope, that one's getting a bit wonky. That one's fine. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Another 20. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Okay. And welcome, Trey, sorry. Let my first chat be, let's get this man some heavier weights. Yep. I think they're about 8 to 10 kilograms, so not too heavy. One day you're going to be like, geez, I'm so fit, I own all the natural courses. I like that. I really like that. That's really clever. Anyway, let's hit refresh. Nah, these are still in here. Yeah, I just want to remove all the comments. Wait, let me double click, thank you. Okay, how to delete all comments and all white spaces, link specific comment, alright. No. We want to do it when we compile. Okay. Oh, don't forget to drop everyone. Exclamation point dropped, followed by your favorite emoji. I'm doing Grumpy Max. I want to automatically delete comments when building with Webpack. I want all comments after. Alright, cool. To customize Webpack default configuration, you'll need to create a specific file with the options you want. To strip the comments, you'll have to pass comments false into the Uglify.js plugin. Alright. Now, this comment was done when? Oh, not too long ago. Alright. And if we jump over into here, alright. Sweet. So we could potentially put Uglify. Oh, my keyboard died. These seconds. Dynamic types. Hi, how are you? So I'm working on a project management system called NearBeach. It's open sourced. It's essentially, you can gather basic sort of organization customer details. From there, you can gather user requirements, break them down into requirement items. You can create projects and tasks or a Kanban board, and when you're ready to deploy, you've got a request for change feature, just in case you've ever been through CAB. Right at the moment, I am just trying to remove something that's been annoying me for a little bit. I've got comments in my code that makes sense in the code, makes sense in development environment, but does not in production, and I kind of want to remove them. So that's what we're doing today. Why do you not want comments just for size being sent to the client? I just don't want the client seeing all these comments in there. So if they shouldn't have to see this. Like, it makes sense when you're dealing with sort of debugging and stuff like that. It's really, really helpful having like status in there, but that makes no sense to the client whatsoever, even though it's above the status. So yeah, I just want to strip out all of these comments. So yeah. So yeah, we're just figuring out a way we can do it. Oh, sorry, my keyboard's been a little bit faulty. Alright, cool. Yeah, for some strange reason, it shuts itself off after a while, and I've been having USB issues on this computer for a while too, which is not fun. Hang on, hang on. Alright, Uglify.js. And compressor and beautiful. Alright, cool. So webpack config. So we need the Tersa plugin. Okay. I'm just figuring all... what frameworks are you using? So, for the back end, I'm using Django, which is built off Python. For the front end, I'm using VueJS. So, yeah. Alright, so Webpack 5 comes with the latest Tersa's Webpack plugin out of the box. If you're using Webpack version 5 or above and wish to customize the options, you'll still need to install Tersa Webpack plugin. You have to install... Yep, alright, cool. So I'm going to copy this. We're just going to go over here. We're just going to paste it in and hope for the best. What do you / will you use on the front end for log aggregation out of curiosity? When you're saying log aggregation, what do you mean? Alright, so we need this. Oh no, that's perfectly fine. That one's fine. So we need the Terse plugin. Modules, like if you have a logger on the front end and say thousands of clients and you want to drill down to who is experiencing what type of error, or is it more of a backend logs are enough for this app? I think the backend logs are enough for the app for the moment. Yeah, there's not a lot of, there are people using NearBeach. There's just not a lot of people using NearBeach. And yeah, at the moment, because I'm using it too, I tend to find all the bugs, and most of the bugs at the moment are really simple to fix. They're literally spelling mistakes, or I need to capitalize one letter or something like that, or if something isn't saving, usually it's a 1 or 2 line fix. So yeah. I wasn't too sure what people typically do if you want nice logs in the front end part or the Vue app, but then obviously if you're console logging at the end of the day, that's client side. Yeah, you don't do front end at all, so not sure what people do. So usually when I do debugging on NearBeach, sorry, I've actually got to build this in debug mode. Developer mode. So I'll actually show you in a second. You have some tools which gives you the ability to drill down into that data. So I'm using Vuex for that. sorry, the VueJS tools and Vuex. So if we go over into here, I've just got to refresh for it to do its thing. So we've got this particular tool where I can actually drill down into each of these components. So for example, if I want to have a look at an issue in the documents, I can drill down into there and be like, all right, here's the documents module. Here's all the data that's part of the documents module and where it's coming from. So for example, the Vuex bindings, I can also check the Vuex sort of stuff, which is the state data, and go through here and check all that. So that's how I would debug it in the front end. Depending on what you want, you can post hog if you just want to know what people are mostly using or something like that. Sentry mode for bug tracking. There are others, but those are what I see mostly. Sentry looked cool. I saw a bit about that. Yeah, so that's how I debug at the moment. But NearBeach, I don't want to collect what users are doing on it and stuff like that, unless they tell me what they're using it for. I'm trying to keep this as privacy central. The data you put into NearBeach is your own. You own it. I don't touch it. I don't read it. Nothing like that. In fact, you self-host. And the one problem is I don't know how many people are using NearBeach because of that. So I can only guess, judging by how many feature requests have come through and stuff like that. So I think there's about 2 or 3 live instances out there that I know of. So, and hey, man, welcome. Sorry, I'm terrible with new names and stuff like that. So welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. And I don't know, didn't we just have an ad break? Oh no, well, oh wow, half an hour's nearly gone by. All right, I didn't realize that. All right, getting back to what I was doing, I am trying to get this Uglify stuff to work. So that's for that one. If I go into 5, there is no 5 because we're using the Tersa sort of stuff. Optimization, minimizer, true. So that might be good for this particular one. So optimization. Oh, hang on. Merge exports. I'm just going to copy that, and I'm just going to paste that in. It's not complaining. I just clicked the stream, but positive vibes there. Thank you very much. Yeah, welcome. I do hope you are having a wonderful time as we figure something out. Ooh. Oh, I hate when that does that. So I'm just going to delete that and I'm just going to paste it over here. In fact, I'm going to paste it up at the top. So that should do that. And then we want part of the minify to have no comments. So I'm just going to new Tersa plugin. So we need to open this up. Tersa options. Yes, Max. If you avoid building with comments, use this config. All right. How about I just copy all of that, go over here, and just be like, all right, cool, bro. Paste it. Then I've got to do this. Minimize that. Oh, that was the wrong button I pressed. Alright, I've done something wrong. Oh, and we're just hitting an at. Cat sounds hungry. Yeah. Thank you, and you too. Can I ask how standing affects you? Is it healthy? I don't know if you're in ads at the moment. I'll get back to that. So it's a bit more complicated for me. I'm just gonna go pen. Gonna throw that around, Max. Hey, buddy. Where are you going? Okay. I'm gonna shut this curtain. So for those on YouTube wondering what's happening right now, we've got ads on Twitch, and I do this so no one on Twitch misses any content and stuff like that. YouTube shouldn't have any ads. I'm not popular enough to get ads on YouTube. So yeah, welcome. During the ads, I tend to do stuff like this. Alright, cool. So there's the base. There we go. Sorry, I just needed to get my bearings. Alright. And where are we with ads? 8 seconds. Alright. Don't know if that will work. That won't work. That will actually just flip them like that. Alright, cool. And welcome back, everyone. Alright, going back to this. To answer your question about the standing desk, I don't know. I'm not a health expert or anything like that. I like the standing desk because it gives me the freedom to sort of move around and stuff like that. And I tend to actually do that. You'll see me just sort of almost dance on the spot and stuff like that here. However, that being said, there's a standing sitting desk. This desk can actually go down as well as up. So you'll find that sometimes I will sit, sometimes I will stand, and during stream sometimes I'll I'll sometimes stand, sometimes you know, a bit standing, a bit sitting and stuff like that. So you know, I've been using a standing desk for nearly 9 years. I didn't realize how old I am. It's making me sad now. Alright, so we're just testing this. If we click off this and go npm run prod, and hey, Jay the developer, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well, and thank you very much for the follow. Shish man, I am terribly sorry. I am very bad with pronouncing names. Feel free to correct me. So yeah, thank you very much for the follow. Anyway, I'm just going to, in here, we're going to do this. We're going to go right hand click. We're going to go stakeholder, and we still got the description there. Alright, I must be missing something. I seriously must be missing something. Because we've got the minimize true. Minimize, my wife loves her standing desk also, and it's helped her back and legs. Oh, that's good to hear. So, yeah. You're good. On holiday, still trying to fight the boredom. Fair enough. Yeah, it was my first day back today, and I was like, I'm so glad that I wrote what I needed to do on the first day back, so things got done. Yep, it was nice. Alright, if you avoid building with comments, use this config. What if I just... Okay, I'm just going to search for... sort alert, any... extract comments. Alright, I need to... Extract comments. Default true. Where the comments shall be extracted to a separate file. See details by default. Extract comments. Alright, cool. Not what I wanted. Preserve comments. Remove comments. If you avoid building with comments, use this config. So we've got... Yeah, we've got that all set up. I don't know why it's not removing it. Just double checking that I'm using the right... Yeah, we should be using the NearBeach min. Because it's using the 600 stuff. Okay. Comments are still there. Aren't you a developer for full-time? Yeah. I work at a startup. So, yeah. During the day, I use a lot of .NET and Embraco stuff. So, yeah. That bottom thing is called Serenity. Enjoy it, yep. Alright. I don't know why. I'm just going to copy this. Out of curiosity, I'm just going to copy it. Just going to have a look at this. Optimization. I'm just going to paste it here. I just want to make sure this is... Oh, I'm just throwing things around. npm run prod. What would you recommend to me? I'm currently writing Next.js, TS, Tailwind, etc. What technology should I aim for finding freelance / full-time jobs, depending what you want to do? I'm assuming you still want to be a web dev. I'm grabbing my pens. I keep dropping every single one of my pens. They're actually underneath my desk. I'm not going to tell you what language to learn because it depends where you live. So, let's say you're a backend developer, and let's say you're living in Queensland or Sydney. All right, I'm just picking a random city. I'm not living in Sydney. What I would recommend to do is look up the jobs in your sort of certain area. You will click in here and you'll scroll down to not responsibilities, but what they want. So Next.js, React.js. I did backend developer, not front-end developer. There you go, backend developer. Sometimes this doesn't work very well. Technical skills, proficiency in JavaScript, TypeScript, and Node.js. So you're hitting the hammer on the head right there for that. Frameworks, Express.js for server-side development, APIs, GraphQL, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I would have a research of what jobs are around you or where you want to move to. And then learn those particular frameworks and languages. So yeah. Turkey. I don't know anything that's in Turkey. However, if you're also looking at remote job and stuff like that, still look at doing it this way. Yeah, because you'll find out what people are expecting you to know. Anyway, thank you very much, Druid, for the follow. Thank you very much. Welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. With your accent, it sounded like pants instead of pens. Fair enough. So yeah. Alright. So did I run that? I'm about 2% sure that I ran that, so we're just gonna run it again. Yeah, so hopefully that helps. I know where I live, there's a lot of people there's a lot of digital agencies near where I live. I know that they use a lot of WordPress and React and stuff like that. However, luckily where I work doesn't. So that's not saying anything bad about WordPress or anything like that. That's just because I just don't know React very well. I know it, but I don't know it. All right, it looks like these comments are still in here. This is really annoying me because I've got that code in there in the Webpack itself. There it is. Like, what else am I meant to be doing? I'm not preserving comments, I'm removing them. All right, uglify, yep. That's probably uglifying the JavaScript comments. All right, how to remove the config. All right, let's copy this. Let's actually go into here. Let's go into Webpack. WordPress makes me throw up. See, I don't mind it. I'm old enough to not care what framework I'm using anymore or anything like that. Yeah. All right, so module export new. There is no other keywords in here whatsoever. That's it. That's all they've got. Oh, wow. All right. How much code is in here? Does this code do anything? Okay. This might be one of those things that I just give up on for the moment. However, that being said, Webpack compile VueJS. Working with Webpack. All right, cool. Let's go into here. Let's just read this. So, working with Webpack, Vue CLI is in maintenance mode for new projects. Now recommended to use Create Vue. Yeah, it's... I don't want to... We tried using Vite before. There's just a lot that we've got to port over to it. It's just not worth it. It's a lot of man hours to do it. It's to provide configure Webpack plugins. Mine awesome plugin. All right. No, that's not what we wanted. Chain Webpack. Okay. And welcome, Frankly Gamer. All right, you want to make me do the kills too? All right, give me a second. Okay. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright, these need to tighten. They're definitely becoming very rattly. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright. So they're not too heavy. I think we calculated them between 8 and 10 kilograms each. So yeah, learning Laravel's great. I love Laravel. So yeah. And thank you very much, Thobit1, for the follow. Welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content as we try and figure this out. I don't think we're going to figure it out tonight. So, one way I can think of is to bind your comments to a variable. And thank you very much for the follow, Barack XX. Thank you. I do hope you also are enjoying my content. So yeah, welcome. I really love Elegant. I haven't used Elegant yet. I do know of it. That's right, Elegant. I might be thinking of something else, sorry. I think I am thinking of something else. There you go. No. I like ORMs in general. I think they're great. So I've really enjoyed .NET's ORM. I've really enjoyed Django's ORM. And yeah, Laravel's ORM. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I was just thinking for some strange reason it was a JavaScript framework. I don't know why. Sorry, that was something else I was thinking of. Also probably starts with an E. So, you know, I easily get confused. Alright, Alright, I'm going to say this is probably not able to be done at the moment. Unless I move to Vite. Which we've tried before. And yeah, it's just a lot of work to get it done. Work which I, at the moment, don't want to do. Alright, don't forget to drop everyone. Exclamation point drop followed by your favorite emoji. I am dropping Frankie. We're going to try and beat Nightbot. Okay, going over here. So I'm going to say, yeah, we'll stop that for the moment. So we've done the priority tonight. We're going to do another spin. Because we've done the priority. Alright. I'm just going to remove it now. If it landed on priority again, I would have internally screamed. Alright. So, delete objects. Now, let's discuss deleting objects. So, I'm going to reset the canvas. To also discuss this, we have to talk about user permissions. All right, so you got several different user permissions. No permission. One, read only. Two, edit. Three, create. And four, delete. So currently all of these have been implemented. It's just the delete hasn't been implemented. Is auth in Django simple to implement? Depending what you're doing. If you're doing what I've done, no, because I'm rolling my own permissions. Otherwise, I do believe it's quite simple. So, the usual login and log out and that sort of authentication and saying which pages need to be behind a login, really simple. As for the permissions, I didn't end up using Django's permissions and stuff like that, so I don't know how easy it is to use. And I'm not familiar enough with it. But as for logging in, logging out, and that sort of stuff, that's really, really simple. You can actually find it, I do believe, on this particular page. So create user, in fact, I can show you. I can show you what I've done. So I'm not rolling my own authentication, I'm rolling my own permissions. There's no way I would roll my own authentication. I am not good enough for that. So going into here, that's for checking for first time login. Once again, that's to deal with the permissions, check reCAPTCHA, that's checking the reCAPTCHA. So with the login, I've got the post, if it is a login to come through, we get the data out of the form, you then just authenticate. And if there is no user, you go back to the login page. If user is not, if the user exists, you log the user in. If there's a problem with the authentication, see, this is where I'm rolling my own permissions and stuff like that. So this is, you don't need to worry about a lot of this. So yeah, Django's pretty simple. I like to say the difference between Django and Laravel is Django's an automatic car, Laravel is a manual car. So if you go from Laravel to Django, you're going to be like, holy hell, a lot of this is automatically done. If you go from Django to Laravel, you're like, oh wow, I'd actually have to manually control some of this. So, yeah. All right, so user permission, 0, no permission, 1 read only, 2 edit, 3 create, 4 delete. So now we've got to implement a delete functionality. And hello, UAT Usha. So welcome. I do apologize if I butchered your name again. So yeah, how have you been? So the idea is at the bottom of, let's say this is a project, not new project. A project page. So let's just quickly draw what I've usually got and stuff like that. Okay, at the bottom, we would usually have a couple of buttons. Now, I was thinking we should also place it in with one of these buttons. Yes, socks. There we go. So let's go and design it. So we're going to go into this requirement item. We've got update requirement. That's pretty simple. We can have a delete requirement button in there. That will be perfectly fine. If we go into another object, recovering from the flu. Oh no, well that's not good. This is your 4th day and feeling much better. I'm glad you're feeling a lot better. But yeah, having the flu at this time of year is not fun at all. I'm sorry you're going through that. If you've got something like this, you've already got 2 buttons down here. And this is where adding a third button can kind of make it really cluttered. And this is where I'm trying to think, being like, should I start hiding this particular button? So we already have a delete option on the Kanban board. So if you scroll down to the, oh, sorry, not a delete option, you've got a edit Kanban board and you can close the Kanban board. So you would click on this, you'd be like, all right, cool, yes, and it closes the Kanban board. However, you can still get back to it. You can reopen up the Kanban board. With the delete functionality, you won't be able to do that. You would need to get your system admin to undelete it. So the idea here is we could potentially do a misc sort of functionality where we hide the delete button. So if someone goes into here and they click on misc, we could easily add in a danger zone down here. You okay, Socks? So I am just going to edit that, and I'm just going to go div class equals background danger, add some text, and click over here. Now, in that sort of case, that doesn't work very well. I mean, also at the same time, we've only got update project here, but I want to be consistent with this particular thing. So once again, if we go to requests for changes, having 3 buttons along here, I'm trying to stay away from doing that. Just because when it's in mobile format, the buttons all clump together and it becomes harder to use the product. So what we could potentially, and having it down here in this section does kind of make sense. And hey, Freedom Deo, how are you going? I see Soxtail having fun today. Yeah, she's right here. She's hiding behind the target. So, yep. She's been good today. She hasn't sat on my mouse and annoyed the hell out of me today, like she did the other day. So, yeah. Alright. We could have a tab dedicated to the delete sort of stuff. So if I were to inspect this, this would be a tab, this would be class, this would be background danger. So it'll be something like this. Someone clicks on it and it comes up, and then we have that sort of thing being like, this will delete this task. We could potentially have that, and I'll be fine with that. Does mean that we're getting quite a number of tabs on this. And it could be just an administration tab where we do all the admin sort of stuff. Which could work. And that wouldn't be that bad. Yeah. So we only have it appear if the user is has a user level of 4, so they can delete it. Then we don't have the modal and that rendering on the page. The modal can belong under that particular component. And the good thing is we've got all the information we need in the store. Now, how would we delete this? So essentially, if someone were to click on the button, let's say this is a delete button, it'll pop up a little modal being like, are you sure? One of the buttons will have a 5-second cooldown. Alright, of 5 seconds. The other button will escape, that will escape, and clicking outside of it will escape. Oh, and ad break, sorry. Alright. There we go. Welcome back. Alright, I need to solve this. I think I got a couple of things around the wrong way, but that's perfectly fine. So blue will go there. And there we go. We have this solved. And notice how I'm not getting any headlights now. Do you know why? Because I've got that bloody page open. With the parody stuff. Alright. Okay, Socks, are you okay, sweetie? Yeah, are you just pacing for... Did you want love? Come here. There we go. Are you gonna sing into the microphone? She's like, nah. Okay, I don't know when the ad break is. Alright. 15 more seconds. Let's see if I get the white on the top. I should be able to do it. And okay. Cool. Anyway, welcome back everyone. So, the idea being this modal will pop up, the cooldown amount of time will happen before this will sort of expire. So we go, yay. And then what we want to actually do, oh, thank you Socks for clicking on that, is when they say yes, we actually want to go to object, we want to send a response to object data. The destination, the location, ID, and then delete. And what this will do is it'll get the location and ID. It'll be like, all right, cool. Is this a task? Is this a project? Is this a requirement item? And so forth like that. And we have a massive array of sort of the connection, so we can easily just key that into a dictionary and outpull the proper object to actually query. So for example, this will then do the RRM for task. And we're like, all right, cool. We want to get the one with that particular ID and just update. And we're updating the is deleted equals true. I'm terribly sorry, my writing's terrible at the moment. It is getting very late at night. So that's what we're going to do. Okay. Oops. All right. So I like that idea. Let's write down, can I get it done by tonight? We've got 45 minutes. I can start getting it done. All right, so, oops, sorry, Socks. Git flow feature start delete objects. All right, cool. So we got it down in here. So the next thing I want to do is I want to close all of that. Oh, be careful, Socks, don't break that. Is we want to go into here, we want to go into views, and we want to go into object data, because this is our main sort of view where we actually get all the data for the user and stuff like that. This is where most of our CRUD actually happens. We just haven't implemented the D of the CRUD. So having a look into here, we've got a bunch of stuff. We have lookup functions. So we've got project, lookup task. Oh, that's for lookup functions. All right, no, that's for a specific thing. That's not what we're wanting to do. There's donuts. Yes, I do like myself some donuts. I eat way too much. So yeah. What we want to do is we kind of want to create something very similar to this, except project will come through with the project object. As saying there, yeah, fair enough. Donuts are cool. Task will have task requirement item, Kanban board, Kanban card, and any sort of object. We'll also have organization and so forth like that. So the idea is all of this will get deleted. Now, we also need to actually implement this before we do the gRPC. Hang on, give me a couple of seconds. She might be wondering why we're fast tracking this. Kanban information 2. So this is my production. We're also doing this for the GDPR. So the idea is we'll have this and then we'll add in a wizard where you're able to look things up. And being like, all right, cool, we want to remove this particular thing from everywhere. So yeah, but that will be coming soon. This is just a simple delete functionality. So what we want to have is object dict equals. I'm double checking that I'm doing this correctly first. So Python 3 manage shell. So from NearBeach.models import everything. And if we have a equals, and then we have project, and then we have project, do something like that. And if we go a project dot objects dot filter. All right, hang on. It might be something like. Alright, I might have that wrong. Give me a couple of seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at this. Oh yeah, it's object lookup. I know I've done something similar somewhere else. Alright, hang on. One problem when you know a couple of languages, you always get them mixed up. So, yep. Data structures. We want a dict. Dictionaries. There we go. I thought we were doing that. Oh, I'm an idiot. I've been using it. Alright, cool. A equals project. And if we go A project, socks, can you stop mucking up my desk? Dot objects. Dot filter. There we go. Perfect. That's what we want. So that way, whatever comes through, we can be like, all right, this is it. This is what we want. And then everything else is just a simple pattern. So we want object dictionary, and we want project is going to be connected to project, task is going to be connected to task, customer is going to be connected to customer. We'll have organization, they'll be connected to organization, and then we'll have requirement. Sorry, my keyboard died. Requirement connected to requirement. Requirement item. Connected to requirement item. Then, no, you're starting to cause trouble, Socks. I know what you're doing. Yeah. Kanban board. Kanban. I mean, I might not be looking that piece of information up here. So, from the forms, Kanban card, we need Kanban board. You need to sleep, and I don't have enough points for any more girls. Fair enough, natural causes. Thank you very much for popping in. So yes, do get some sleep, and I'll see you next stream. So yeah, thank you. Alright, so we got the Kanban board in there. We'll have the Kanban card. Like so. What else is there? So I'm just going over here. We're just going to click on that. So we've done organization, customer, Kanban board, Kanban card, project, requirement item, task, request for change. Change, and then we'll have change task. Like that. So we need request for change in here. So we're just scrolling up, models, import, request for change. There we go. So that should be all the objects we're doing. We've got stuff for delete for tags and so forth like that. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, that shouldn't be too much of a problem on the system. Alright, so what we need to do is, I need to put this in alphabetical order. Element O, P, Q, R. I just like things in alphabetical order. It makes it 10 times simpler for me to actually find it. So, we've got all of that. So I'm quite happy with all of that. All right. Now we just got to create the endpoint. So I'm just going to scroll all the way down. We'll have got the delete bug. That's perfectly fine. Once again, that's for a small thing to do. And it might be one of those sort of cases where we eventually consolidate all these deletes into one area, which it might work, unless there's a bit of business logic that is different. If there is business logic that is different, then yeah, you need to separate it out into its own function. We already have stuff like that. So object linked list. So we now need object delete. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy these 5 lines. I'm just going to paste them, put an action line above. So this definitely needs to be HTTP post method. Sorry, the required HTTP method has to be post. The login required, definitely in there. We definitely need to, what's the check destination? Definitely need to check the, yep. All right, making sure it's one of those. In fact, we can go through this: change tasks, customer, Kanban board, card, requirement item, request for change, organization, project, sprint, and task. We need to delete a sprint. Alright, I'm going to put that over there, and what we're going to do is we're going to jump into here, we're going to scroll all the way up to the top, and we're going to actually go into here and put the sprints in right now, because people could delete the sprints. So we need to key in the sprint. We've also got Kanban. I'm putting that just in case, because there could be easily code where I've just put in Kanban, and I don't want to convert it. All right, so we've done that. We're going to go all the way down here. We are going to scroll up a little. So we've got the destination. So this is object, not linked list. This is object delete. So we're going to do that. We're going to give that 2. And we need a minimum permission level of 4. All right. So, param request param destination param location ID and then return. So, function is used to delete, soft delete an object. Alright, cool. The object type, the object ID. So, first things first, so we go through the whole thing, we've got object equals, and then we've got object dictionary. We pass through the destination, then we go objects, and then we go filter. We don't need to worry, we're not filtering for is deleted or anything like that. In fact, we could probably do something like that. And then what we need is, I think it's this. Yep. And then we need an F string. And, oops, we type in destination. And then we've got the ID. And then we've got the location ID. And then we go update is deleted equals true. And then we return HTTP response. And that's it. It's quite simple code. So you might wonder what this is doing exactly. So what's coming in is we're looking up the object dictionary for that destination. So if it's a project, it'll pop up as a project. So then it's like project.objects.filter. Then in here, we're going to go project_ID equals that location ID. And then we're updating that and we're going is deleted is true. And that's it. We just return. This will happen very quickly. So yeah, that's the back end done for that. So now we just need to get the URL to point to it. So we're going to go into the URLs. We're going to search for object data. So we've got object data admin. So we've got here object destination location, add nodes, organization, add nodes. All right, add sprint, add, remove object from sprint. It's going to be up here. So path, object data, destination, location ID delete. All right, and then we've got object data views dot object delete, and then we're going to go name equals object delete. That's it. So now we can actually call it. Now we just got a program in that misc functionality to call it, which shouldn't be too hard to actually do. So the good news, I didn't really plan this. The good news of actually having it as a part of this particular section down here. So this is part of the parents module. So down here, parents module. And the idea being is this parents module is used in multiple places. So actually having it down here gives me that sort of ability that it will automatically pop up everywhere. I do need to check the request for change because I think the request for change actually uses a different module, but that's not going to be a problem. We can reuse our code in there. So what I want to do, I want to minimize everything. I want to open up this. I want to open up source, open up JavaScript, open up this. I want to open up the modules. I want to open up, so the parents module is this. So, oops, sucks. Oh, sweet, careful. So we've got requirement items, linked objects, and so forth like that. We've got the notes. So we actually want to appear after the notes. Ah, okay, yeah, this will be different. Actually, I can double check. Oh no, I can't. I need to build anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to go to any other object. I am just going to go to this project. So we've got the notes. Then we want our admin section in here. Now, I'm also thinking at the same time to shuffle some of this around. So the group and users, I feel like that should now be called admin, and it shouldn't be the first thing that shows up. We should be seeing the notes show up. So any note history about this. I've been thinking about this for a couple of days now. And the groups and users, I could potentially change that and call it permissions. That will make sense. And then in here, if we put the delete status in here though, that's not part of permissions. That doesn't make sense being part of permissions whatsoever. We could put this as admin. And then that kind of makes sense. We're dealing with groups and the permissions of who can see this, and whoever can edit this can actually edit who has access to this. That makes perfect sense. We're not doing sort of weird permission stuff in there. Oops, sucks. Just seeing who dropped. Alright, and how did you do with the drop? Sorry, my video feed is about 40 seconds behind. Oh, you were close to it. Alright, so if I were to move this, name it admin, the one thing I do want in here is a sort of warning section. So that makes sense, being like that. And then we got the modals and all that kind of stuff. You might be wondering why am I sort of playing this out in my head a lot. It's because we've got a lot of tabs, and The one issue becomes when you're on a mobile phone. So let's say I'm on an iPhone 11 and I scroll down. I've got a lot of tabs here, and this is something which I kind of want to change up. I really need to be like, all right, what's a good design for tabs like this? Yeah. So combining quite a number of stuff together. That's got to be case stuff. Would be a lot nicer to do. Sorry, the yawn just happened. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking at the moment. So I kind of need to... I can do one or two things. I can either change this layout tonight and spend ages on it, or I can implement this as quickly as possible, and then we can have a look at what can be combined and change this around. I think after having a good thought, notes will definitely work there. We've got MISC, where we've got assigned tags and stuff like that. I mean, those two, if we have admin instead of group and users, we can shove these two also in there, and we get rid of that MISC. Because that kind of makes sense. Admin, all right, who has access, this public links, who has access and stuff like that. And then you've got the tags to flag it with. Yeah. The sprint, that should be by itself because that's by itself. Notes should be by itself. The customers, who it's for and stuff like that should be by itself. The linked object should be by itself, and the document should be by itself. So yeah, we can crunch that down. And I think we should crunch that down at a later date. Let's not bog ourselves down with all of this. So what I want to do is I want to scroll all the way down to the notes section. And that's still, yep, that's still running. All right, cool. So what I want to do, my keyboard keeps dying. I don't know what it is. This keyboard keeps doing this. It's not just this computer. It does this too. All right. Yeah, for some strange reason it just does that. This will be the admin. So it's a nav item. It's gonna have role equals presentation. All right, cool, easy like that. We have a simple button. It's gonna class equals nav link. Its ID equals admin tab. The data BS toggle equals tab. And then the data BS target equals hashtag admin. Type equals button. Role equals tab. And then aria controls equals home. And aria select equals false. And then we do something like that. And we just type in admin. Alright, cool. Easy done. And then we scroll all the way down to about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm just grabbing 6 off that, and I am just pasting it directly after. We're then going to be like, all right, cool. Going to put in a div. All right, cool. So this will be part admin. That'll be all fine. And then what we also want to put in here is background danger. All right. And then we want to have header 3 delete object. We're actually going to create a specific component for this. We're not actually going to put it in here, and the reason being is we want a component where we can use it elsewhere too. So what I want to do, sit on this, I want to refresh. We've got our admin. That's what it'll kind of look like. But that's fine. That's what it'll also look like. I also got to see what it'll look like when I go to, let's say, a customer and stuff like that. So we've got associated objects up here. It will have one being like delete customer. Yeah, and I like how it's going to be like that. It's more clicks to get to it because it's an administration thing. And if I go there, oh, ad break in progress. I'm sorry, that snuck up on me, that one. Okay, so doing this. Wait, I've got to do the orange. Okay. All right, doing that, doing that, doing that. Whoop. Okay, going in here, 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 going in here. All right. I don't know where we are with the ads. I do apologize. All right, right, we've got a couple of seconds. All right, sweet. I am just going to do this, and welcome back, everyone. All right, have I got it to the 3x3 stage? I do believe I have. All right, cool. So I can solve this. This is using the 3x3 method. Okay, cool. So we won't have that object in there. That's only in there for temporary. So what we want to do is now we want to create a submodule and a wizard. So the submodule will be called delete object dot view. We're going to add it in. We're going to have a template. We're going to have a script. And in the script, we're export default name is going to be called delete object. And that's all we're going to have at the moment. Oh, actually, no, we know what we're going to have. We're going to have import map getters from Vue. And then we're going to have computed where dot 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 map getters. I am hoping they just did not knock over something very expensive. Root URL is going to be get root URL because we'll need it. We won't need the static because I'm not calling anything from the static files. We'll need the destination location ID. Like so. All right. So I'm happy with all that. We also need the confirm delete wizard. It's not a wizard, so it's just confirm delete object. And this is going to be the modal. So once again, we might not need all that other bits of data. Actually, no, I do. And Don Goobs, how are you going? Welcome everyone. How's your stream? I think I was lurking you, so I got to be I was lurking you. So I'm gonna have to change that to someone else now. How have you been? How's your gaming today? Ooh, I know who to raid. All right, cool. And hey Pipfin, how are you going? Hopefully you're going well. I'm adding in the ability to delete stuff now. So hopefully in a release or two, you'll be able to delete anything. in case you've accidentally created something and you're like, oops. Instead of having to archive it or anything like that, you can now delete it. So, yeah. So, everyone from Don Goob's stream, welcome. I'm Robotic Head. I program on Twitch. So, yes, welcome. Bless your heart, man. But we ran some Planet Crafters DLC. Ooh, fair enough. I haven't played it yet. Yeah, I haven't actually looked at it, really. Is it a new game? Alright, I will bring this over here. It's at the end of my, almost at the end of my stream, so I'm like, you know what, I deserve this distraction. A space survival, open world terraforming craft gaming design for 1 to 10 players after ecosystem of an inhospitable planet to render it habitable for humanity. Survival game, gather resources, build your base, and then generate oxygen, warmth, and pressure and create a brand new biosphere. Oh, nice. Alright, wow, it's got a number of reviews. Release date last... Okay, so it's been out for a little while. So, yes. The game, no, but the DLC, yes. Ah, fair enough. Yep. Cool. So, yeah. And hey, Nocturnal, how are you? Hopefully you're going well. Are you back at work? I am implementing the ability to delete. So for those that don't know, I'm building an open source project management system. Pitfin actually uses it, so yeah. The idea being is you got some basic sort of organization customer details you can gather. You can then gather your user requirements. You can break them down into requirement items, and then when you are ready to sort of give people tasks and projects, you can create those too. And then when you're ready to deploy, you've got a request for change, just in case anyone has ever done CAB before. So yeah, I love deleting stuff. I make mistakes all the time. Fair enough. That will be very useful. Yep. Did you make Kanban too? Yes, there is a Kanban board in here. So let's actually go into one right now. So, oops, there we go. So I've got a Kanban board. It's got little tiny features, like you can add in labels. When you actually drag something into a column that has been flagged for blocked, you can write a note into it. Hello, I am writing a note. That way you can say why it was blocked and stuff like that. Like, you can add priorities to it. So yeah, and also you can minimize stuff. So that particular feature is one requested from Pitfin. So yeah, get stuff. Oh wow, 92. Oh nice. Yeah, take that, Nightbot. Yeah, cheating bastard. So yeah. Alright. Congratulations, Bitman. So yeah. Yeah, so I've been building this for a number of years. Back in August 2020, I decided to delete 95% of my code. Should have deleted 100% of it. Mainly because I learned so much, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna rebuild this. So yeah. Yes, the thing cheats all the time. I reckon it's because it always goes off at the exact same time. And it just happens to be that time is well optimized and stuff like that. So yeah. Alright, so export default name is going to be called confirm delete object. This one will have props. This one will actually have the map getters. So import map getters. No, it won't have props because it'll get everything from the map getters. Computed, ... map getters. Oops. And then we'll need the root URL, we need the destination. So we're going to get destination. Location ID is get location ID. And then root URL is get root URL. Alright, cool. Do you game to I feel I program more because that's my favorite game? I do actually game. So currently at the moment I have a couple of platforms that I game on depending how I feel. So for the PlayStation 5, I'm currently playing Metaphor, which I'm loving. So if you've loved Persona 5 and the Persona series from Atlas, you'll enjoy this. They've added a few more sort of quirks to it, so now you can run up and hit a couple of bad guys before starting the fight, and if you're lucky you get them in a staggered mode and stuff like that. So I'm actually really enjoying that mechanic added to it. And they've added a bunch of other stuff too. For the Switch I am playing Nier Automata. I just haven't played it in a while. I was playing it for quite a bit, and then I just put it down because I got Metaphor. And on the computer, so every Sunday I'll play with Acorn 1010, Elgabro, and Chris Griffin, and we're playing... I keep going Pillars of Eternity. It's not Pillars of Eternity, it's PoE, but the other one. Path of Exile. So we're currently playing Path of Exile 2. So yeah. I tend not to stream myself gaming. I just don't have the setup for it. So, yeah. Alright, so we'll need all of that data in this particular one. I just realized we don't need it up here. Because this is... hang on. Just thinking, do we need it up here? I'm going to lean on... I'm going to lean on yes. Yeah, I'm going to lean on yes. Alright, cool. So, with the bugs module, we just did a div. Okay, we no longer need to do a div, but it's h2. Alright, cool. So, h2, delete object. Warning. This will remove the following, and then destination. This will delete from the system. This cannot be undone. It can, but don't tell anyone. We soft delete. So we will need the destination. I don't think we need the location ID. And then what we kind of want to do here is we want to add in a button. So if we just let that compile. Hang on, we need to actually put that into the parents module. So we'll need to have delete object in here. We're not passing anything down because once again, it's getting everything from the Vuex, so the state management. So we're just waiting for a couple of seconds. We're going to hit refresh, realize we're on a completely utterly different thing. So we're going to click on that. We've got the admin in here. And then we got the delete object warning. This will delete the following task from the system. This cannot be undone. All right, I like that. But I feel all right. Now we have a button. You're at work. Sorry, I was replacing a switch for the shit. Fair enough. Don't worry. All right. The idea being is we're going to have to make the button look very dangerous. I've done this before. I had to make a button look dangerous back when I was a junior. Like I was like 23 years old and stuff like that. And there was a part of the application was like warning, do not just run anything in here because you have direct access to the database. So what I did was I put a skull and cross on the button, and that was enough to scare people. I don't think I could do it here. Let's look at the icons. So IBM Carbon icons, right? Because we've been using those carbon icons because I like them. They look nice. So we're in here. I am going to go and type in death. No results found. Okay, skull. No. All right. Might be one of those things that we actually have to use a different... Yes, socks. Oh, sorry. There you go, sweetie. So I like the skull and cross idea. No socks. Just make it red. And make people type the name of the thing you want to delete. That's what Argog OCD and GitHub does. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. I like that idea. It's actually really, really good. In which case, problem is I need to get access to that information. Not hard to do, because it's easy to send into data up into the VueJS. If I move that to the left, let's go over here. All right, I need to refresh. I need to close this and refresh. It'll be easy for me to send something up here into, let's say, the destination and have a title up there. And then whenever I'm calling, setting that, I set it at the same time. And then I'm just pulling that detail from where I need it. That's how I would do it. And it won't be hard for me to implement that very, very quickly everywhere. Assuming I'm not setting the destination in the project, in the parents module. So, yeah. But yeah, I do like the idea of that title. Okay, not a problem. Socks, you just meowed to get up there. All right, so I'm going to see how much work that will take. Now it is 10 o'clock. I won't be on for much longer, just because I got to wake up early tomorrow morning. I'm back at work. I got to cycle in. It takes me 2 hours. I got to wake up at 6. You know, the business. All right, so we want VueJS, we want destination. I am looking for update destination. So we're going to look for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places. So sprint information, change task information, customer information, Kanban edit information, Kanban information, parents module. Oh, see, it's done on the parents module. I mean, I don't have access to the object from here, but that's not going to be a problem. It just means for me to get around this, it's just I'm going to have another mutation in here saying update destination, not update destination, update title, and then I just call it in the appropriate place, which honestly won't take too long to implement. And that way, if I'm going to delete that object, I've got the access to the title, we've got the destination location, we can definitely do all of that. That way it won't need the timer. Okay, I like that idea. I'm going to implement it. That won't take long. So we're going to put in title, That's going to be nothing by default. And then up here, we're going to be update title, and that's state payload, simple state.title equals payload.title. It's done. And then get title is going to be state, where we just return state.title. Cool. That's us implementing it. All done. And then in here with the confirm delete, what we want to do is we want title and then get title. Then with a button, we'll just have the button is if that particular content is equal to that, then yes. And welcome, T-T, Kate, student core. Welcome. Sorry, I'm terrible with the name, but welcome. I do hope you are enjoying my content. So, yeah. Alright, so, what I gotta do, and we will be finishing up very shortly, I'm just, we can go for a little bit more. Alright, cool. Let's implement this on the information pages very, very quickly, because they won't take too long to do. So administration we're fine with, card information we're fine with, change task. We'll need it on the change task information page. So on mount, we've got update destination. We can just put it after. So type is going to be update title. And the title is going to be this dot. I don't know. Let's scroll up. Change task results, PK, RFC status. All right. Change task title. Should be that. Alright, cool. And that's it. Alright. So change task, which is done. Customers. So customer information. So that's actually going to be the person's name. So we're going to key that in as first name, last name together. So props, data, methods, where's our mounted? So there's our mounted. There's the update URL, update destination. So put it after this $store.commit. Type is going to be update title. Title is going to equal, and I'm just going to do it like this. This dot first name, customer first name modal. And then we add in the space, this dot customer last name modal. And that's it. Since I'm a foreigner, I translate English to chat, so the writing may be awkward. No, that's perfectly fine. I understood that. I do know we've got a Vue, well, I stream at a time where I'll zoom out. I stream at a time where this section's mainly who I hit the most. So I'm just getting those who are in the United Kingdom at the moment, who I think it's 10 o'clock there or 9 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, 11 a.m. There we go, 11 a.m. over there. So yeah, that's who I'm hitting. There's a lot of countries that don't speak English, so yeah, don't worry. But welcome. It's 8 p.m. for you? Oh, fair enough. It is 10 o'clock here. So, yeah, I won't be going on for much longer, just because, once again, I've got to go to sleep tonight. So, I've got to wake up at 6 a.m. So, yeah. Alright, so, we've done that one. And what I want to do is I'm going to keep going down. So dashboard's fine, data's fine, diagnostics is fine. Gantt chart is going to be in your bed, sweetie. 11 a.m. here too, yep. Wait, in your bed. In your bed. Stop clicking on random stuff. Alright, can we... you're getting force cuddles now. Gantt chart should be fine because we'll handle it at the sprint level. Groups should be fine. Icons should be fine. Or group information. Actually, no. Group information, we do want that for... So we just scroll down into the method mounted. And down here, we've got update URL. So this $store.commit. Type is update title. And then it'll be title is just going to be this.group name model. Alright, so I'm going to test these to make sure they're working how we want them to. So I'm just going to refresh this page. We didn't do the Kanban board, but we did do groups, and we're going to do empty group. If we click into empty group, we've got empty group, perfect. If we go into customers and we go socks fluffy, we should have socks fluffy there. Alright, cool. So when I get this modal up, I'll be checking against that title. The person has to key it out. Yeah, alright. I'm liking this. Okay. So the groups were done. Icons are icons. Kanban board. It'll be the... Oh, and... Oh, alright. Sorry, Nocturnal, can you handle that? Alright, Kanban. Sorry, for those that are wondering, the long-live Chaos Twitch scam, they're just spammers. They're annoying. Alright, so... Cheers, thank you very much, Nocturnal. I am wanting to edit the Kanban edit information. Edit board. There you go. So you won't delete the Kanban board from the Kanban information place. You'll actually do it from in here. So that's why we're putting this in here. So update destination. We need to go this $store.commit. We need to go type is update title. And then the title is going to be this.kanban board results. Alright, so this is where 184. I go up here. We are just going to copy this. Like that. We do need a this at the start. Like so. Oh, you don't see it? Oh. Okay, awesome. It looks like, cool. They're being heavily restricted. Awesome. That is great news. It gives me this ability. Alright, sweet. Yeah, I think AutoMod might have gotten it. Alright. Alright, so where was I? That should be fine. So we wanted to do that at the Kanban board. I'm just minimizing the modules at the moment. So my planner, not needed because that's a planning type of thing. New notifications, not worried about that at all. And what we're going to do is object scheduler. I'll come back to object scheduler. Because I'm wondering if I think I already did the delete for that one. Object status we're not worried about. Organizations we're worried about. So once again, we just go all the way down. Mounted. Yep. All right. Cool. This store.commit. Type is going to be update title, and then title is going to be this dot organization title. Oh. Organization name model. I was just on my phone before. Might be like, okay, yep. Nah, all good, all good. Permissions. Permissions we definitely need to do. Alright, so down here, mounted, this $store.commit. Type is update title. And then title is going to be this dot permission set name model. Easy done. Okay, cool. Oh, I did not hit any F1 then. Okay, the profile will be fine. The projects we'll just definitely need. And I'm just having a look at the time. All right, I've got a couple more minutes. I will be going in a minute or two. So I'll do mounted, this $store.commit, easy done. And then type is going to be update title, and then the title is going to be this dollars. This will be this is project information, so project title. Name model. I really need to rename all of these out properly. This is driving me nuts how I just was inconsistent. So, request for change. Definitely, yeah, request for change will have a title. Mounted. Alright, so update user level and all that kind of stuff. So this $store.commit. Type is update title, and then we've got title, and then this dot RC title model. Alright. We're almost at the bottom. Requirement items. Oops. Title. This dot. There we go. Requirements. I am just going to be like, copy that. I think it's the same. Yeah. Search not worried. Sprints we will. Oh, all right. Sprint results. This will be one dot. Yeah. All right. Cool. What? I don't know why that was there. Alright, tags, we're not worried about tasks. Did we do tasks? I don't think we did tasks. So I'm just going to snooze that ad one more time. No, we didn't do tasks. Alright. So that will be this dot task short description model. The users will be the same. But the users will, once again, it'll be this dot first name, space, this dot last name. All right, easy done. And validation we don't need to worry about. All right, so what I'm going to do is git status, remove static, git status, git add, git commit, initial setup for the delete objects. All users, when deleting objects, users will need to type out the title of that object. All right, cool. Anyway, I am going to call it there. I know exactly who to raid, and we're going to raid them. All right. For those on YouTube, terribly sorry. I wish you could come along with the raid. But yeah, we're going to do Chinikian. Who's currently building a game. Anyway, thank you very much everyone for coming tonight. It has been wonderful. We got quite a lot done tonight, which was amazing. So we're going to have a couple new features pop out in the next release, which is going to be great. So yeah, we did the priorities. So that will be out, and the delete functionality will be out too, I think easily by the end of this week. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much everyone, and I do hope you enjoy a Chinikian stream. So yeah, thank you.